when you grab a hold of me. You tell me that I would never be set free. Well, I'm a parasite, mama, without a creeping, crawling, and slipping to the night. 2 pints of booze. Tell me, are you a bad bitch too? You a bad bitch too now? Ain't got no money to spend. I hope this night would never ever end. Yeah, Lord knows that I'm weak. Won't somebody get me off of this here reef? Well, baby, you're a big blue whale. Yes, I grabbed that reef when all the diving failed. I could swim, but I wish I never learned. I said the water's much too polluted with germs. But I dive deep when it's 10 feet overhead. Oh, and I grabbed that reef right underneath my bed. Underneath my bed, y'all. Ain't got no quarrels with God. I got no time to get old. No, no, no. Lord knows that I'm weak. Won't somebody...
Namaste, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Fearlessly Authentic with Lucky and...
What up, folks?
Stever.
Can you hear me?
Everett is very excited to be here. And if he's not... Oh, there he is. He goes invisible.
He's a visible cat.
He's purring very loudly. He's very happy. Can you guys hear us okay? Let me see what's going on in this chat over here. All right. It's really weird how YouTube like deletes comments, or they just, I don't know, they make them go away somehow. Like, because I know everybody was in here talking before. Oh, let's see. Who do we have? Who is in here? How is everybody doing? So I scheduled the call-in thing. We figured it out. I think we
Maybe
did a test run yesterday with Oz.
potentially.
From Roar, and we did another one today.
Oz was pulling his hair out because there's still one kind of some kind of weirdness. I don't know what it was, but there is something making the echo happen after we're speaking. So we're gonna figure it out today on here if we can make it happen. We're gonna put our make it happen or 5,000 to work and see what happens.
So yeah, I set it up. It's not intuitive. It's not intuitive to set up the call-in thing.
In the house.
L. Latham. L, I sent you a link if you want to join us.
Yeah. I heard the little bits and pieces I've heard of the Amber and Johnny saga. A bunch of weird ass witnesses, like that was some fucking strange testimony that I tuned in on for like a half an hour. Like, what the fuck is this? But I don't know. Who's to know? Who could say? We are broadcasting on the old Rumbles. I see Brother Cirrus representing in the Rumble side, 1976 style.
Whoa, what's happening here?
And we love him for this.
What is happening?
What is going on?
What is going on?
That's Kit Cabella's line.
Oh my God, it is.
You have to have the correct shirt and pants for that comment, I think.
Yeah, I'm not wearing. I have
Yeah, the trial is wet.
I have. It's. Sure, it's mountains and trees and says get lost.
And that's what we'd like to do for you all this Thursday evening is just get lost, man. I saw the best t-shirt the other day, and Lucky didn't think it was the best t-shirt, and I thought it was.
What t-shirt did I think wasn't the best?
The one that just said USA. It was like US, so it said us, and it was a picture of the Stars and Stripes or whatever, and then below it, it said A, and it was Canadian flag. And I'm like okay,
A.
Symbolically, A, USA. I was like, okay, I'm all right with that.
Steve thought it was like the best shirt ever.
I thought it was adorable, like, you know, for your right winger Canadian, you know, extremist.
Yeah,
friend.
I like the boobies too, Trish.
Boobies is also good.
Boobies, yes, boobies.
Who doesn't like boobies?
The green
Who doesn't
screen
like
makes
boobies?
my hair do weird things on the screen. See the green halo? Yeah, it takes away like my actual hair. It's really weird. It makes everything look really weird and glitchy on here.
Like for your nationalist, you know, prideful Christmas shopper that you need to buy a Secret Santa gift for, that would have been the best T-shirt you could imagine.
I don't.
Like a guy from North Dakota would dig that shirt. You know what I'm saying? Just saying.
How is it? I have magical hair. The green screen doesn't like it. Look at it disappears.
Yeah, it's gonna take a minute. He's a psycho. He does that every single time.
Oh my God, I gotta show you Billy's kitten. It's the cutest little puppy ever. He reminds me a lot of Everett.
Oh boy.
He has that crazy personality, but he's super cuddly.
Your hair is like from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's doing the time warp again.
The little kitten, he went behind me and like rested his head on my leg and just completely went to sleep.
So you were able to go over to your friend's house even though you were unvaccinated?
That's right. Don't look directly into Lucky's hair. It will. You'll see.
It's a time-space continuum.
My hair is a time-space continuum. Look, my arm disappears too. My arm's not there.
You can see my hand and how pale I am compared to her.
Wet ones.
Oh my God, you are so white.
Big wet ones.
You can't really see it in this lighting, but I am like the palest
What
person.
is
Meanwhile,
your
she gets
job,
tan as fuck.
woman?
I don't know.
I wasn't looking, man.
I'm really white actually, like right now.
And
I
here
haven't been
comes the
outside very
water.
much.
Yeah, but even now,
H2O.
like-
I know. Well,
3 shades between us makeup-wise. Maybe more.
yeah, there's a lot of shades. I know. Even though
And
I
people
haven't
are-
been out in the sun, and you've been in the sun.
People in the chat are
Trish
like, "Hi,
said-
Skylar."
Yeah. Hello, Skyla.
Oh, hi, peoples.
Does she sound just like me? She can trick people. We can trick people.
Yeah, we'll just do an episode one day. We'll be like, oh yeah, we're keeping camera off today.
Ask the fade. Oz, did you figure any of it out? We were trying to help Oz with his audio earlier, and stuff is weird. I'm hoping that the call-in's gonna work for us.
We have our fingers crossed.
Oh, he said no. Oz, we'll help you though. We'll help you figure it out.
We have everything crossed. All the animals have their toes and claws. And everybody's crossing up. Crossing up.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know how. Okay, so how do I do the? Do I want to do the call-in thing?
Get it going, girl. Is it time?
Not yet.
No, you gotta wait 10 minutes.
We got 10 minutes, so let's do some check-ins. Let's see how everybody's doing. I gotta send. We have some.
If you'd like to join us on the call-in thing, click the link in the description.
Did you put the link in there?
I did. Why wouldn't I have and then urge people to go click it? I always put the link in the description.
Oh,
I learned from Mr. Wilson. He is wise.
Put the link in the description. And finally home, just took off my shoes and bra. The first thing I do when I get home.
All right, that
Well,
might be too much information,
No.
Sinead, but
Free the boobies.
movies should be free. I will go on record as having fun.
That reminded me though. I needed to.
That was kind of a circle back to the t-shirt. And the wet t-shirt time again. Fairly middle of the road male cotton undergarment. How come I can remember almost every little fucking nuance of Joe's Garage? Oh, that's right, because I probably listened to it 8,000 times in a row. Or not in a row, but certainly consecutively.
Cirrus wants evidence.
No directing.
So this tonight is going to be just a fun show. We are just going to be,
Taking off our bras and let it all hang out.
take
baby.
off your bra. Come. If you're not wearing a bra, then that's even better. You're already ahead of the game. We're going to be just like having a fun chill night. Like I don't have anything in particular, like on schedule. Like nothing like that.
Like.
Nothing like no, I wasn't glitching. We don't have anything scheduled, just a fun
It's just
stream.
kind of random
We're gonna do
stream.
Callin. We're gonna
I want to talk to some people.
yeah, we have special guests coming on as always. All right, let me see what I gotta do here. Okay.
Yep. Set the Tiggle Bitties free.
I sent links out to some people to StreamYard.
Elle will be joining soon. She assures us. I don't know. I don't know about anything else.
Don't tell anyone. See, you like to spoil things. He'll like tell you something before you're supposed to know something.
I like to inform people's decision making.
Okay. There we go. Sharing this stuff out. How is everybody doing? Everybody, can you guys give me a check-in?
Check in.
Check in. How's everybody doing? Like, how are everybody really doing today?
Checking in.
Okay, so what do I have to do? I have for us to
For us to be in the thing.
Callie, happy Thursday.
All right. Happy Thursday, Kelly.
I'm going to the call-in.
Go to the call-in then.
I am.
Do it to it, man. Now
Uh,
make sure when you share the screen, when you're in there, you got to put my guy in there, so you can show the people.
I don't know exactly how to do this, but do I go to start room? No.
No.
No, I don't know how this is supposed to start. Okay, there's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the episode for the room for today. Did you share that? That's in the thing?
The one that you made that was
Okay, I can hit go live on this.
Yeah. One of them you should be able to.
Why is there no picture though? I did the whole picture thing already. Why is it not showing?
I am not knowing. But it needs to be that one that you sent me so that people can follow the right link to it.
All right. I think I'm starting it.
All right. Then you have to use that as your mic now. So you have to turn off the other mic. Or it will loop.
Oh my gosh, who is this?
Who do we got?
I don't know who it could possibly be.
Al, I'm trying to figure out.
It's a sure mystery to us all.
All right. It looks like we are live on Callin.
She's a mystery to me.
Okay.
Now, did you put the link in all of the chats?
I put the link in the fucking option.
You put the link in all of the chats.
No, I did not put the link in the chat. I put the link in the description.
Okay. It's in the description of every show.
Yeah, it's in the description of the 3 places that we're streaming to right now.
Okay.
Ah!
You need to turn the volume off over
On
there.
3 places that we're streaming to right now.
Okay.
Monitor it so that I know that the
You need to turn the volume off
on
over
3
there.
places that we're streaming to right now.
Okay.
Monitor it so that I know that
You need to turn the volume off
on
over
3
there.
places that we're streaming to right now.
Okay.
Monitor it so that I know that
You need to turn the volume off
on
over
3
there.
places that we're streaming to right now.
Okay.
Monitor it so that I know that
You need to turn the volume off
on
over
3
there.
places that we're streaming to right now.
Okay.
Monitor it so that I know that
Headphones in? Get your buds. That's what I need to have.
yes. And then now you're sharing it, and you have to mute it here. Now talk.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Should be able to hear you now.
All right. Can you guys hear me? All right. Can you guys hear me? Oh my gosh. Okay. You guys can hear. And on Callin, is Callin working too? Can you?
I have no idea.
Oh my gosh.
Where's it coming from? I don't know why they can't hear you.
No, they said they can.
They can hear you and Callin too.
I don't.
That's the thing. You should try to take a call and see.
Well, I don't. Okay. Yeah, anytime I move the cord,
It tweaks.
yeah, it makes the noise. I don't have anybody waiting to call in yet. We need somebody to call in and talk to us.
Okay, well, we got sound as it is from the Callin App. Whether or not.
Trish is having trouble with call-in.
I need to add a photo.
We are gonna get this all figured out. That call-in site sucks donkey balls. What Popeye said.
Turn my mic back on. Oh my goodness. Did you fix it?
I think so.
All right then. Yeah, sorry for the low budget fucking tech bloopers fucking show. But it does suck monkey balls, man. It's fucking crazy. I don't know.
Well, we need somebody to call in.
Yeah,
Who's gonna call?
I don't know. That's the thing. You gotta have people in it. 3 pages is enough for me. Seriously, it's got fucking enough going on. That's the thing. Like, what you try to do it, and it's like, okay, how can we do this so that everybody can join in and do it? I think ultimately it can be done. I just don't know if we. The only way to know is to have somebody in the room to try it. I hate talking on the phone.
I'm not a phone talker either.
It's not the phone. It's a call-in show. You just call in. You don't have to be on the phone. You could put it on speaker.
Yeah, I keep mine on speaker over here.
No, well, you might have to.
So I didn't set up a topic or anything like that. I've just kind of was like, all right, we're gonna check this out. I didn't invest much into what we were doing tonight.
We figured that we might be able to figure this out to a suitable level where people could actually, go in there on the call-in thing. And it's another place to bullshit. I mean, we could do the same thing with fucking Discord. It's like there's so many different ways to do it. Could do the same thing with Zoom. Like, it's like, which way is the easiest, bestest, fucking cheapest, fucking highest quality audio and or video, if necessary, way that you can do it? And I think that's the thing that we're trying to figure out. So
Hey,
we appreciate you hanging out.
hey, just to let you know, I'll be a couple more minutes. I'm just putting up some groceries. I'll be right back.
Okay, that was so weird. All of a sudden, Elle, I hear you in my ear, and I'm like, whoa, where is that voice coming from?
See, that's the thing. I can't hear hell now.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
until we actually have people that want to play along, we should just sort of.
What are you doing?
I'm taking me out of that room so it won't echo. And you can put this thing back on the way that you were doing it. And if you wanna do the call-in thing, I think we gotta do it through the phone, through your headphones, like I said.
I don't know what you just did and what I'm supposed to do here, Steve. You just kind of came over and did stuff, and I don't know what that means.
Okay, now we're back to square one. This is where we were before, because there's nobody in there, so we continue to do that.
No, Oz is coming in. So now what do I do?
So you can try plugging your headphone, and we can bring it back up on screen once you got it.
After I found it,
No.
it took me like 5 minutes. Can you hear me now?
You're still in there. What is it called again?
Hello?
I can hear it.
Hello?
Okay, it's come speak your truth. What if we
Hello?
unplug this? Will that come from your computer then?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Is there anybody home?
All right. Do we not need to have?
If we don't show the people the call-in thing, then it eliminates the problem. Because as long as these people can still hear you in the call-in.
I don't know. I don't even know where it is.
See, you're already in it.
Oh, you can hear me, Barb? Hi, Barb.
God.
Ah,
This is so frustrating.
I'm glad you can hear me. Yes, it is.
All
So
right.
I cleaned some shit today.
Yeah. Are we echoing? Yeah. When I'm talking, I can hear it rolling back
Oh,
through. I
fuck.
don't know.
Oh, I'm all right.
No, I wasn't.
So that's not the problem.
So I take it. Can you hear
See.
me, Lucky?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I can
I don't
hear
know if
you.
anyone can hear me either. So that's weird. Not that weird.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear. Okay, and Oz, you can hear us?
I can hear you.
Cool. I already gave you a tip. Shit.
We get a little bit of an echo. Are you
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
getting echoes at all?
On Oz, yeah.
These guys got it on odds, but you don't. All right. So if we do this, let's try this.
We're doing this live.
Okay.
This is so weird.
We muted it now.
All right. Can you?
That should.
Is there anyone in there? There.
Now Elle's messing with you.
All right. Wait.
Is there anybody out there?
That sounded. I don't even know what to call it, but
Shell
it's not
said
necessarily an echo.
everyone is echoing,
Everyone is echoing.
but
How about now?
yeah, everyone but Elle is echoing, is what she said.
Everyone but Elle.
Because she's not in the call-in thing, maybe?
Yeah, because she's not in the call-in, and that's
You're not echoing.
we're not echoing to you because we're all in the call-in together. That's the fucking weirdness.
But are we echoing on
wait.
YouTube right now?
Wait, if we
I'm not getting an echo from Lucky. No.
Yeah, but I'm listening on the computer.
Okay.
And
I'm not
are
getting
you
an echo at all anymore.
No, you're not.
So nobody's
No.
getting an echo?
How about?
No, don't mute her.
That's cool.
Yeah, but if I mute her for a second, it might end the echo. That's why I want to try.
Okay. No.
No, it's still there. How about it echoes because of the volume coming
Yeah,
from
Steve,
your
you're really
phone?
low.
Yeah, I'm far away from the mic.
Okay. I got my groceries, so I'm happy.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I have express delivery, like
Try
for a
pulling
free
it.
trial. You know, I like the free shit.
I don't know what
And I'm trying to use it up until the end. Until like 4 days from now, 5 days. But I forgot tortilla chips, so I hate myself.
Oh no.
Now I have to go to the physical store. Rude. But I needed toilet paper, so I had to
Oh no, no
buy a lot.
tortillas.
For a little. I had to like buy bamboo toilet paper, but it was like 4 count, so I got 2 instead of 3 because it's like $12 fucking plus, which is out of my pocket, so not anything to do with food stamps. Food stamps should cover toilet paper. I'm just saying everybody has to wipe their ass at one point in their lives or their fronts, so it's just fair. I'm gonna start a crusade for toilet paper to be free with food stamps. EBT should cover toilet paper. I said what I said. I meant it.
What do you get? Like
Everyone
a
needs
certain
toilet
number
paper.
of rolls a month?
Depends how many asses you got.
Well, I have
So
a roommate, so more than
It's
one.
kind of like the peyote has kicked in and everybody's just kind of getting off the way it sounds like right here. It's a very surreal, 500 millisecond delay. It's weird.
This reminds me a bit of Clubhouse, no joke. And that was a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jenna Colby said tampons. Yeah, tampons. Every woman needs tampons.
And
That-
pads, at least pads, which I also
Well, yeah.
had to buy. Damn it.
Sorry.
Which were expensive because they're hypoallergenic. It should not be so expensive to stop chafing areas.
Popeye said it that the Callin platform made his computer go bonkers. He said to get off the platform.
Yeah, that's probably accurate. We should probably do that. I think because nothing is shown me that this is a good idea. Like you know what I mean? The whole thing has been a struggle. It's not intuitive. It just seems like a bad startup idea that, people figured out how to make it work and there's chicanery with your sound
I was hoping I
card.
wasn't a dick about it, but okay. I'm glad I'm not alone. Everett, and forget it.
Okay. Sorry, Callin fam. We're going to drop the Callin. But if you are on Callin and you want to come and join us, if you search Lucky Burrito, you can find me on YouTube, Rumble, or Odyssey. It's not hard. It's not hard to find me over here. And we're on Twitch also, but we aren't streaming there right now. But I think what we're gonna do instead of doing a call-in is we're gonna open up the stream for people to come on. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna exit out of this over here for the call-in thing.
Yeah, F you call in.
Ew.
That's what Oz said.
We're gonna figure out a way to do it.
We're gonna
Otherwise.
figure out a different way.
So Callin fam, we will see you.
We will reinvent the app.
No, we're not going to reinvent the app.
No.
But if you want to come over and join us over on, on the StreamYard, we will put the link in. I'm going to put the link in the chat. And you're welcome to join us over on here. You don't have to come on video. You can come on just voice. And it works that way too. So until we figure this something out, different. All right. So good night, Callin.
Peace out, bitch.
How long until that turns into Google or every other thing anyway?
I'm not sure.
It probably already
Get
is.
co-opted.
Yeah. Why you gotta keep getting on me? Why?
All right.
Oh,
I
if you
put
forgot
this.
who... Go ahead.
Hmm?
I was going to explain my avatar real quick. If you forgot who my avatar is, it's Bill Gates in the 90s after his antitrust suit getting a pie in the face.
Pie in the face, Bill. That's my favorite Bill, pretty much.
Who wasted a pie on him?
It was actually 3 pies, so a
Yeah.
total waste of 3 good pies.
It's a lot of whipped cream. A lot
That
of
could
whipped
feed
cream
a lot of
down the
Nazis
drain.
in Ukraine.
That's more whipped cream than you.
Topical.
All right, so we got our levels back where they should be over there. Because it seems like every time we do it, it needs to be a little louder. I needs to be closer to the microphone like this.
Hey, Becky.
I don't know. It seems like we're okay.
All right.
Yeah, Callin is buggy. I don't know. It's
Wonky.
new and it's acting a little bit.
Oops.
Yeah. Popeye has it right. He said I would hit them with a lard pie. There you go. Okay. I am pinning the StreamYard link to the top. If anybody wants to click that link and join us on stream, and let's have a conversation. What should we talk about?
Oh, we got some stuff. Elle's gonna fucking talk about that damn Johnny Depp and Apple Code.
Oh man.
She's the girl. Nobody believes her. Seemed like nobody believes her. I don't know why. That's a weird thing.
Yeah, why is that happening? Why doesn't anybody believe her?
I don't know,
Stevie.
Because somebody pooped on the bed. I don't know.
Stevie.
Amber Turd.
It was Amber Turd.
Click the link and join us.
Yeah,
you know you wanna. You know how you wanna.
Mm.
Kevin, such a good. Why do you want to sit on me, sir?
I had something to say. What was I
Okay.
gonna say?
What do you want to say, Al?
Say the words.
Well, he mentioned the trial before. Some shit happened today that was interesting. It's going very poorly for one side, and that's Amber Heard's side. It's getting comical daily, like even more comical. Her witnesses are not helping, and most of them are depositions, which is boring as fuck. Although some haven't been as boring as the others or useless. Ellen Barkin was pointless today. Like they had Ellen Barkin, who's an ex-lover of Johnny Depp, explaining how he never hit her or anything, or he threw something past her at one point, and then he broke up with her and he was jealous. So it's like, okay, sure. And he did drugs. Well, who didn't then? And so did you. So who cares? Or he got drunk, whatever. But anyway, that was mentioned later in the day. But before that, this whole thing was crazy with this analyst of social media accounts and stuff who was trying to analyze the negative publicity on social media for Amber Heard, which really backfired on her because that's supposed to help with her counterclaim against this gentleman, Adam Waldman, who had been also deposed for her, which turned against, I mean, he wasn't really going to help her, but he had to be deposed because he's part of it. And he wrote an article in a Daily Fail. I don't know why she cares about the Daily Fail, but and puts that on the same level as Washington Post. But here we are. But anyway, he made some claims about the hoax that was happening with her friends and the setup of Johnny Depp and this abuse thing that they kept repeating. So you're repeating a lie or something you suggest is a lie over and over again to the jury, who's already seen some inconsistencies in stories over the last couple of days, even in the testimony. So you're just making them think, hey, wait, maybe this is a hoax. Maybe this is fake. Those pictures didn't look right to me. So it's not very smart for your case. And then also, they brought up hashtags that they were searching and seeing the negativity and whatever, and seeing the spikes and stuff. And it was after the UK trial, but they suggested that it was after he printed this article in the Daily Mail, sorry. But he had made these comments in the Daily Mail in July 2020, which was during the case. So obviously the case happened in 2020. They had the audio come out of her saying that she abused or hit Johnny Depp. And so, of course, that's going to cause a spike. And then they mentioned justice for Johnny Depp, that hashtag, which was not good, because then the counsel Dennison on Johnny Depp's side came in on cross-examination and tore everything apart and said, oh, how is that negative to Amber Heard? And also, don't you like justice? And then the guy said, I'm a big fan of justice. And then he said, me too. And that was how he ended it. But he didn't end before he said Amber Heard, which was one of the other fucking hashtags they had trending. And Amber Heard is an abuser. So you're literally putting out there social media stuff in the courtroom, the court of public opinion, in the court of law, with 7 male jurors, and thinking that's good, who are young, are on the young side. And you think that's going to help your case. And they're not going to go like, hey, wait, maybe she is horrible. Like, because they heard the audio. So they know what she said. It's so dumb. It was the dumbest move I've seen in quite some time, I have to say.
Yeah.
But it helped him. So good on you, I guess. They also had his psychiatrist on, who divulged all this information about his depression and his ADHD and his anxiety and bipolar disorder, like all kinds of stuff with his background, and just sad stuff that also humanized him and did not make him look like a monster. So great job, Amber Heard. You're doing great. I call it the daily fail. I'm sorry. They have been on both sides of the people's the trial. They have been on both sides. Whoever, day to day, they'll put negative press or positive press depending on however the wind blows. That's the daily fail for you. They're on nobody's side except clickbait, I guess.
Yeah.
They're on the side of clickbait.
That's where the money is.
Like many of those rags, But there's a difference between Washington Post and the public eye. Like, not us, like we are discerning and shit. But I was telling my mother, like, why would you sue? You counterclaim that someone gave you defamation in a rag that nobody takes seriously, but the people in your community, in the industry, take Washington Post a whole lot more seriously than the Daily Fail. Yeah. So it was apples and oranges, this counterclaim versus the claim that he's making about defamation from her op-ed. Also, it wasn't him, it was his attorney, who has attorney-client privilege. I mean, he has attorney-client privilege, Johnny Depp. So he couldn't answer a whole lot of questions today, which was even more funny. He was just like, I accept your instruction, because the lawyer in the case would be like, Ben Chu would be like, I instruct my client not to violate whatever it is, like client attorney privilege, over and over and over again throughout the questioning.
Smart.
General Meow Meow said, I mean, didn't she literally and metaphorically
She did.
shit the bed?
It's true. Today was it. That was a turning point. Also, her sister fucked her up yesterday. Like, it's just a mess. I don't know who they're going to have on Monday. What Monday even is going to be? Is anyone going to be in court? Because this dude was in court. But literally they had like 3 people on her side in court, and everybody else is in deposition. I think it's like 7 fucking people at this point. I can't even keep track. But that's not good. And they're friends who are former friends now. So they've lost touch. But then it came out yesterday, going back to that, that her friends, a couple of the people that were deposed by the attorneys. So that's like a video thing. Like it's not in court. It's from like 2 months ago or a few months ago or even 2019 in some cases, because this is in regard to the divorce proceedings and the UK trial. So anyway, they were deposed, and a couple of them, irrespective of each other in different timelines, said under oath that she had contacted them a couple of months before their deposition to catch up or to rekindle a friendship. And I'm like, that's a little suspicious. And then she's like, oh, thanks. It's great catching up. Bye. You're getting deposed. Bye. Thanks. And they subpoena them, so they have to do it in most cases, except her own sister only did like half of a deposition and then couldn't do it, and then ended up in court lying for her. Obviously lying for her. Like it doesn't match the other stories, what she's saying. But yeah, that happened. This whole week has been that happened with that trial.
Did you make coffee, Steve?
No.
Oh. Oh. So, if anybody's interested in joining us,
Yeah, we're
then
done with
you
that
can click
topic,
that
by the
link.
way.
What? Who is this
Hello.
guy? Who is this?
Hey guys.
Yeah, we're Whistles.
How are you?
Who is this?
Hey guys. Nostradamus, you see.
Whistles.
How are
Turn
you?
off the YouTube if you're still on
Oh, you must have YouTube playing.
the volume.
Nostradamus.
Adjust the volume. Silence it.
How are you?
The YouTube if you're still on. Silence it. What?
Oh, you
I forgot
must have
words.
YouTube.
Hang on, yeah, I do.
Adjust the
Hang on.
volume.
Okay,
That's
got it.
better.
Here we
Okay.
go. Yay. Yeah, if you do join us, guys, you just have to mute whatever, like if you're watching on YouTube, and just stay on the StreamYard. So how have you been?
How's my bin? Yeah, it's okay. It got collected the other day. Very good.
Yeah.
All separated between the normal garbage and what we pretend we recycle. I put them out once every 6 weeks or 2 months because I have a very small footprint. It means I don't eat much.
You're a little quiet on my end. I don't know. Is it just the
Yeah.
volume on this?
Yeah, the mic's a bit
Oh,
far
there
away.
we go.
Perfect.
I'll
Now-
move in.
Steve fixed it. We've been trying all the audio tech stuff, and it's just been like a mess. It's a mess. You start messing with audio,
Audio's a bitch.
and like there's like a never-ending like supply of frustration with audio. I don't.
Aram and Little. How you guys doing? Miguel. See a bunch of people.
Yes, we're kind of just doing a, kind of like a catch-up random stream. Just,
Talking to people.
That beep was my Vornado, my fan. I turned
No,
it
I
off.
nearly missed you because I was on Franco's channel. It had Ray McGovern on there, but being quite deep was good.
Whoa.
oh, awesome! I'll have to go back and check that out. It seems like a couple of good streams today that I have to go back and check out. See and see how things are. There's certain ones that I want to catch live. You know what I mean? Or in others that I'm like, I'll go back and watch it. Because like if it's a show that they actually interact with us, you know what I mean? Like while they're live, if they interact, then it's more fun to be and watch that, watch the show live when they interact with the chat. So that's kind of how I prioritize sometimes. Because otherwise I'll just go back, I'll go back and watch it. Otherwise. Cat, Steve, can you please get the cat?
What the hell are you doing, man? Get out of here.
The cat has lost his mind tonight. I don't know what's going on with him.
Psst.
and he bullies the fuck out of Steve. The cat does. He totally fucks with Steve. Oh my god. So, how are things in Australia?
Wet.
Yeah.
It's the wettest year I've ever seen. We've had a lot of floods,
Mm.
and the rain just keeps coming. Yeah, it's a very
It's
odd
like
year.
It's either on fire or too wet.
Yeah, and of course, you know, when the bush all burns down, when the rains come like this, it washes all the topsoil out.
Right.
So
Mm.
and apparently it destroyed an entire vintage of grapes. So all the wine on the market at the moment is a little bit young.
Oh no.
So I found that out from the bottle shop, from the dispensary. I was complaining that the wine wasn't tasting real good. They said, yeah, because we lost a whole vintage. It wasn't because all of the vineyards burnt, but they were all smoke tainted, and that fixed the wine. And apparently New Zealand because there was so much smoke hitting New Zealand, that it wrecked their vintage as well. And see, these things have long-lasting impacts. People expect that all of the impacts are just the immediate impacts, and then it's over. But that's not true. There's all these hidden things that take a couple of years to work through the system.
Right.
And this is where people are saying, "Oh, all of this money that government spent is causing inflation." Yeah, it does. But most of the inflation we got at the moment is from the COVID lockdowns and supply disruptions. It takes a year, 2 years to flush through the system and turn up at your markets, because there's inventories and reserves that get exhausted. Once they're exhausted, then the impacts flood through. And so now they're blaming the inflation on Putin's stuff with the
everything. If you stub your toe, you got to blame it on fucking Putin, man, or else you're just an apologist for him.
Oh, could we watch a video? Oh, fuck. I just remembered something. Plane. There's a plane.
There was a plane that went over our house. Was it yesterday that I was saying that? The plane goes, we have planes now that go over all the time. Like, we have a military base. It's not that far, but it's not normal for us to have planes all the time. This last, I've been in my apartment for, I would say 12 years is how long we've been here. And in the last couple of years, it's been like planes nonstop. I'm used to having a helicopter nearby because we have, a Lifestar helicopter for the hospital, the helicopter that's specifically for, you know what I mean, for that kind of thing, medevac. And so I'm used to hearing the helicopter, but when I hear yesterday, I hear this, I'm sitting in my kitchen and I'm like, what the fuck? It sounds like a plane is coming and gonna crash into my apartment. And I go look outside and there's a military freaking plane and it's huge and it's coming right at, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, is this thing going to crash? It gives me anxiety at this point because they're huge and they're flying really low. They're only 4 stories high and they're huge and they're loud and I hear it coming, and I go out there and I look out my back door. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck?
What are they, big transports or something?
Yes. And I'm like, this isn't normal. What is happening? And like the military is going to answer me as to why they're flying these planes by my house twice a day, super low like that. It just really, really freaks me out. It's out of the ordinary. And it makes me wonder how many people are ignoring that's happening around my area,
Yeah, I'm seeing similar here. There's an Air Force base about 100 miles north of here. You hardly ever see anything from them, but they're flying up and down the coast constantly now in supersonic jets.
Yeah, there's jets too.
Oh yeah, we're getting the jets and stuff too, but they're usually up higher. But these military ones that are flying super, I mean, like really low, like where I'm like, whoa, they're moving something around. They're moving something really big around, and we have like a Coast Guard base, and we have a Navy base near us. Actually, one of the bases is where I think it was like today or tomorrow, like Kamala Harris was supposed to be at one of our military bases.
She was here at one of our whatever the hell, and like a fundraiser, that's where she got COVID. Here, you're welcome.
Did she really get COVID?
She got COVID in quotes. And so did the dude in my avatar, at one point. He pretended to, or he probably did, or he probably didn't. I don't know.
He's
protected, right? Money.
None of them look very well.
To be famous these days, you've got to do two things. You've got to catch COVID, and you've got to go and meet Zelensky.
Yes. Oh my god!
I know. It's like, is the Ukraine like some kind of like vacation spot that I'm not aware of? Because it sure as hell seems like everybody's going there for like just casual, just vacation. Like we just go to wars. We just go to the war zone. Let me go. Let me swing by your war. Let me see how that's happening. How's that going? Yeah. No.
That reminds me. I just sent you the YouTube video that of that clip where someone said the quiet part out loud accidentally and slipped up.
Oh, yeah. All right.
In case you guys missed it, here's a recap of what happened this week on Ukraine and other stuff.
Steve made me coffee, guys. That makes me happy.
I'm a loyal subject.
What?
What? Did I say that out loud?
Ah.
Oops. How's it going, Oz? Nice to see you, brother.
Hey, Steve.
All right, I'm going to make these big, and I'm going to unmute it. Do.
To launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Ukraine. Vladimir Zelensky, with whom I Zoomed the other day, by the way. Poor little guy. The Churchill of the 21st century. He was empowered by electoral legitimacy. He won 72% of the vote. And now he's leading his nation heroically against Russian invading forces and defending his country. In contrast, Russian elections are rigged. Political opponents are imprisoned or otherwise eliminated from participating in the electoral process. The result is an absence of checks and balances in Russia and the decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Ukraine.
Oh my God!
75.
And he just said, I'm 75 at the end. Like, how old is our president? Like,
yeah, our
president. He said
like
stupid shit all the time. Isn't that ageist that he called himself 75 after making that blunder?
Very much so.
Also, free Assange. Also,
how come?
Chat. He's right.
How
it
come
took more than one man to invade Iraq?
How come W always sounds like he's just kidding? He's just like. He's just that's just some fucked up shit. I just kidding. I'm just fucking with you. You know what I mean? You always expect he's like a frat boy or something pulling a prank on you, just like
you're like waiting for the punchline.
Iraq,
you know, like
Zelensky.
Like it's nothing.
Like
it's casual.
Joking every time.
I just
Oh.
casually was, the one guy that was the
Casually
face
Freudian
of the
slip
freaking invading a country. Yeah, he said it twice. That's what makes it even worse.
Yeah, that was tremendous.
No,
like
I think
our
that was a
president.
preview. That was a preview at the beginning. They spoiled
okay.
it.
They
I
just
would
they
have gotten a
spoiled it.
better clip, but whatever.
It was the old loop.
I figured everybody saw it anyway. So
Good one. More effective. The idea that W can just say that, like, and no fucking repercussions. Call him the Churchill.
oh, that he can speak at all in
What the
public is
fuck?
amazing.
Yeah.
I would be ashamed.
he's not.
Well, first
It
off, I
isn't
wouldn't do
amazing.
those things. But man, you would think that the man would be ashamed of himself. But no, we live in a country where you are turned into this doddering old man who now does paintings.
He's just joking. He's just joking. He's just
and,
kidding.
And he's just smiling like it's nothing.
Just
I
very,
found a
very,
good comment. The first comment in the YouTube. In the.
Want me to play it again? Let me play it again.
And the decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Ukraine. Vladimir Zelensky, with whom I Zoomed the other day, by the way. Cool little guy. The Churchill of the 21st century. He was empowered by electoral legitimacy. He won 72% of the vote. And now he's leading his nation heroically against Russian invading forces and defending his country. In contrast, Russian elections are rigged. Political opponents are imprisoned or otherwise eliminated from participating in the electoral process. The result is an absence of checks and balances in Russia and the decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Ukraine. Iraq. Anyway, 75.
That's just nuts.
Churchill was a war criminal too. Yes. Very,
Yeah, keep England white. That was his campaign.
Yes.
Keep England white. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Barbara said maybe Bush said it on purpose.
He did. I think it's just a big fuck you, because he's always had that like little snicker about shit.
He did
when
say
he said
Iraq
shit.
too. I heard it. Did you hear Iraq
did
too?
say-
That part before he said I'm 75 as an excuse.
Yep.
When our president right now is 79, just say, and says way out of the pocket shit. But
I don't care how old somebody is. I care about their
No, I'm not even
cognitive
saying that. I'm
ability.
saying
No
that's
matter what
they
age, I
express
know.
as
I'm not saying that you're
Yeah.
being aged. I'm
To be
saying that
clear.
me personally, I don't really give a fuck if somebody is like 90 or if they're, their 40s. It's about their cognitive ability and being a good human. Like that's what
Neither
matters to
of them
me.
are, yes. But there's a comment there that I wanted to highlight from this gentleman or lady or whatever, probably a gentleman, but I don't know. Zawad Inam from 13 hours ago is one of the top comments here on under that video, and it says, "As an Iraqi, this hits different. They took our resources, parents' lives, economic stability, but at the end, we are labeled terrorists."
Yeah. Like
Just
the same
to put
thing
it
they're
in
doing
perspective, that this isn't just a funny moment. This is like millions of people were affected by that unjustified invasion.
in the
That is
same way that
continuing.
Somalia. The same thing with Somalia. Like we've never left Somalia, and now we're sending more troops there because we have to take
We
their
are,
fucking
let's
resources.
be clear, we're not doing any of this. We didn't pay.
Yeah, no, we're not.
we didn't
Our
want
government,
any of
and
this,
in
but
our
our
fucking
government.
name, there is
in
industrial
our name.
military in our name doing these deeds, and it's fucking hideous. And what's changed since fucking Clinton was in office when that shit fucking jumped off in Somalia? What the fuck, man? all these
I'm glad we
fucking
got to
years,
talk
like
about this because I didn't want to wait.
we are just at war forever, just in perpetuity. It's just this
Yep.
country doesn't function any other way. It's never known a different way. It's had 16 years of that there weren't a conflict going on somewhere, arguably.
Mhm.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, because when did we invade Iraq? What year was it? Was it 2000 and
2003.
yeah, it was the year that
The shock
Skyla.
and awe campaign.
What? It was the year. Hang on, it's the year that my daughter was born. That's what I'm getting at. Like, it was 2003. She is 18 years old. She's never known a world in her life that has not been fucking war.
Either
I haven't either, technically, because I was
None of
born
us
in the
have.
80s.
There's always been something going on, whether it was a Cold War or fucking not. There's always been conflict everywhere, and just the constant growth of our military might and fucking bases and strategic locations to install governments at our fucking whim. I don't see that shit fucking changing unless, everything has to change.
Yeah, we need that eventually.
And people are being affected, like Oz, you were saying, like, like things, like people don't think about, those fires having the effects and the ripple effect of what things happen, that happen. The same thing is happening with this. We're feeling stuff that's happened from years ago still to this day.
Yeah.
And it's just going to continue and continue until we break the cycle.
Yeah, well, with the military stuff, like you've got such a large proportion of the productivity of your country being fed into what is essentially instant consumption that not only destroys, it's not means of production, it's means of destruction. It destroys means of production, impoverishes the world. So where does the balance come from? Like, yeah, because the USA is burning so much of its productive potential in war that it has to make up the balance by taking that the means of life from other parts of the world. But they're in the process of destroying those, like the wheat fields in Ukraine. So there's nobody left to thieve. There's nobody left to plunder because you've destroyed them.
Right.
It can't be sustained. It's just an impossibility of physics.
Right.
So
because the force can't continue to crush if you've crushed everything. There's nothing else. There's nothing further for it to do. Like, it's the snake that eats itself.
Yeah, it's an Ouroboros. So I'm not up to date with Somalia. What the fuck is going on in Somalia?
Somalia just got a whole bunch of troops sent to it
to
reinsure oil fields and mining rights are held.
It's been invaded for a while, or it's been drone strike for a while.
Yeah.
Without anyone caring or making any reference to it.
Well, not enough people carrying. Not enough people.
I said in the press briefings.
Yeah,
I just finished that sentence. Please just let me finish the sentence and then come at me. Like, I wasn't saying us. I was saying the press themselves don't give a fuck. And if you do give a fuck, you won't be called on it. They never do. You won't be called the next time. Although Corinne, whatever her name is pronounced, is the new press secretary, and she's doing a horrible job. She's good at flipping pages, but she doesn't have that sass that Jen Psaki had as the psycho she is. And I don't think she will be able to handle this position for very long, but she does call on people or whatever and doesn't seem to back away from a challenge, even though she's not up to it at all because she's just reading paper. It's just amazing what you can get away with. Like these spin doctors, the fact that we have spin doctors to spin all these wars that are going on, the oil problems and the food shortages and all these fucking issues, and then the issues they don't talk about, and then the political prisoners that they don't want to mention. And
You notice how all these press secretaries they burn out very, very quickly. I mean,
Yep.
even people
High
who
turnover
are
job.
basically evil at heart, the amount of lies that comes out of their mouths, it must erode their throats and mouths and make their teeth chop out or something. I mean, who could live with themselves, knowing that they're a professional liar?
I'm sure it causes carcinomas to form. It's about as fucking low and evil as a person could be. It's super high turnover.
Yeah, that's what
you have to be a special kind of android to do that.
Who was that poor guy that ran away and hid behind bushes? Who was that? He was Trump's press guy.
Yes. Oh, what the fuck was
He was legendary.
Yeah, he fucking lost it. Pressure's too much. Overload. Fucking. Oh God.
Hiding in the shrubbery.
Well, I mean, like, how much lying can you like honestly do, and to that many people, and publicly, to the point where like that's never going away. What you said is going to be brought up for for a long time. If you do something stupid, it's on there for a long time. If you say something stupid, that clip is there, and you're caught lying. And like, how do you go home and then look at your family in the eye and think that you did a good job that day? Because I did good. I lied good to the people. Like, you've got to know some of it is that you're lying. Like, they have to know that what they're doing.
Yeah, they're reading. They're reading their script.
But they have to know somewhere that they're lying. They have to have some conscious awareness.
Jen doesn't give a fuck.
Jen
but
doesn't
Karine,
care.
I don't know if she knows.
Yeah.
She'll find out.
I think that you to be able to do that job, you have to be able to play that part and wear that mask and be like, yeah, well, I'm doing this because it's for our team. We do this for the president of the United States. Like,
or the Democrats.
It's a matter of nationalistic pride. You have to do this, and it doesn't matter how much they fucking make you lie or how many babies have to fucking die. They're just
it's for the greater good.
It's for the best for everyone. If you just shut up and listen to what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, there's that Buddhist saying that says that all evil is committed by men who are absolutely sure and certain they are right.
Yes.
Yep.
And
women, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
Barbara said, remember Sean Spicy?
Yeah.
Is that the guy?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Is that your runaway bush? That's the Bush's guy?
Bush guy, yes.
I didn't know what you were talking about. I thought you said Bush is like Bush, and I was like, Bush's secretary? Wasn't that Ari Fleischer?
No,
I was like so confused.
Trump's one. But there's no difference between Bushes and Clintons and Trumps. They're all in the same mob.
Same club.
The Clintons are a certain kind of evil, okay?
Yeah.
We just have to admit that they are really a particular type of evil.
I mean, if they had to make a ladder, like from Trump to Clinton, you know what I mean? Like, it goes up from there. Like Trump's like bottom rung scumbag,
Like, I swear that, they've paid Putin to go into Ukraine and smash the evidence.
Yeah.
I mean, the Clintons Trump is bad. Trump is awful, right? I was having this conversation with my neighbor the other day. Like, we never talk politics. And then, like, we just got in the realm of politics because that's usually what happens because, politics is life. Like, that it directly affects every single one of us. And people who say I don't follow politics, it's like, well, you're not involved with what's happening in your everyday life then. And, we should, people should be paying attention to it. But I'm talking to her and she's like, I don't like Trump. I'm like, oh no, I fucking hate Trump. I really do. I dislike him because hate is a really strong word. The word, hate actually infers that you have some kind of feeling towards that person to hold it, but like dislike the person. I really dislike him. I don't like him. I don't, but my God, I said, no one will ever be able to amount to the amount of damage that Biden's 47 whatever plus year career has done. No one. Trump, if he was in office the rest of his life, he could never do the damage that Biden has already helped contribute to because of everything that he has set in order and set in place that is going to go on for generations. It's going to go on for generations and generations. Like there's never going to be somebody that's not affected by things that Biden has done.
Yeah.
There's probably not going to be anybody that's not affected by what Trump has done, but the magnitude of how long Biden has been at it, he's been at the evil a lot longer than Trump has been at the evil.
And the things that
I can get
Biden
that.
helped build too, you know, in that 94 crime bill,
Yeah,
the
that bill is
repercussions
going to
and
be
and the generational trauma of that is going to be felt for fucking, you know, eons.
and the generational trauma that's going to be like instilled in people's DNA, like that is there forever. Like it is like humans probably will like always feel the effect in some way of what that man did.
It stays there until it gets healed, but you
Yes.
have to recognize the wound,
Yes.
or it just keep bleeding, generation to generation. Sometimes it gets worse.
And then it changes your DNA is what I've discovered is what they've been talking about, is that the generational trauma, like,
There's a stress marker in the genes. It's an epigenetic thing. It gets turned on to express, and it's like being born with chronic depression.
Yeah.
And
And I'm noticing that a lot
That's
with
wild.
with everybody, like with people that are like that aren't even in a position where things are as bad as they are for some of us, right? Like they're really getting hit hard by this, and like the mental health of everybody, it just seems like as a collective whole, everybody's mental health is just like so fucked up. Like it's beyond.
It's warped.
This is why I promote nurturing community, because that's a setting where you get a much quicker recovery from those things.
Mhm.
You can recover in one generation instead of 4 or 5, you know.
Right.
But it's so it's completely out of our consciousness. I mean, it's in my consciousness, but the average person have been excluded from it for so many generations. They don't know it exists. Is the nature of close community, because we haven't had one for such a long time.
Yeah.
In the West, anyway, you do find them. I mean, in Syria, they're tribal. Georgia, apparently, very tribal. And,
I'm sure in certain places where it can flourish, it does, because it seems like those are the markers of like
it just happened.
Growth of humanity.
The community forms up instantly, and when you stop it, and when you stop repressing it, it just forms up straight away.
Yeah,
it's just in our natures, and most of the political effort is trying to prevent that process from happening.
Yeah.
And you ask, well, why? You say, well, because there's communities of psychopaths who rule us, and they know, and they don't want us to return to our nature because it's not in their interest. Right. You see? And that's what they're afraid of. I just went and found a book that if anyone wants to understand about how international diplomacy and politics works, there's this book. I'll just hold it up here. Can you see that?
Yeah, let me make you big real quick so we can see it better. Negotiating with Princes. Oh,
it's by Callin App. This is the diplomatic manual of the French Empire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Look at how fancy the clothes are. Just saying.
And it's basically a bag of dirty tricks.
Right.
It's how to recognize who in a foreign nation to negotiate with, who has power, who doesn't, who's just a gas bag, and who actually is a decision maker, and then how to subvert them. All the different techniques of subverting people in other countries. It's a fascinating read, but that's pretty much how they've been doing it. All this book does is it just catalogues the stuff for the purpose of the diplomats of the French Empire. And yeah, that's basically how it works.
Fucking fascinating.
And it's worth a read. It's a bit of a dry read, but when
sure.
you start to, get through the antique language and start to understand what they're talking about, you're going, oh my fucking God. This is their manual. This is their how to do this shit manual. And once you understand that, a lot of things come very clear.
There's so many of those.
Yeah. And then, so then you realize that it's been done in your country.
Mhm.
And you're able to start identifying it, who's being gotten at, who's being bought off, who's being extorted, who's being blackmailed, who's being unprepared and why. Yeah.
It's like basically what I've been indoctrinated to believe as the traditionally anyway, I've come to realize that it's all horseshit, but the Republican bag of dirty tricks. That's what that book, like all those bullet points are like branded as traditionally, you know what I mean? Like in like the Dems against Republican mindset ideology bullshit that, you know what I mean? Paying attention to the news and learning from the fucking news about politics.
Yeah.
That's how they twist your brain right there. They call what you just showed us the Republicans. And the Dems don't do any of that. You know what I mean? and that's your good guy, bad guy scenario. So which team are you on? It's like, that's it.
The team.
Like, I'm on team neither. Like, can I unregister to vote? Can I unregister? Can I do that? Like,
No,
I mean, like,
you've been documented.
yeah, no, I'm registered. Do you guys see this image that is on the screen? Can you guys see that?
I see. It looks like
I'm gonna make it big, and you see it. Is it showing up?
Oh, it's the U.S. crane.
U.S. crane.
Yeah.
USA.
Is it making it bigger?
Wow.
Yeah.
I was guessing, is that a Toyota in the front yard? I don't know.
It's a 4x4.
It's definitely a 4x4.
Why is it making it freaking smaller?
It could be a Ford. I don't know.
Freaking stupid
Don't
thing.
quote me on that.
Nice weather though.
Yeah, lovely clouds, and looks like a great neighborhood.
Doesn't
I
look
know.
like chemtrail.
Just blocks from shopping.
What the hell, though?
Just blocks from the Virtue Signal store.
Hang on.
I know. I was just gonna say that. Like, where do they get all the virtue signaling stuff so quickly?
Yeah, but there's something missing from that flag. Where's the swastika? Come
Where
on.
is it? There's no Azov
Where's
battalion?
their son? Like,
Yeah, where's
their
their black sun? Where's their swastika?
Someone
Where's
brought that up. The virtue signaling up in Congress, this Chip dude, but he sounded ridiculous because he went into like, why don't we vote for war? And it's like, that's not the point, dumbass. And we don't want to support Zelensky. You're really going against the grain here, saying, oh, well, we shouldn't give $40 million to them, or 40 billion, whatever the fuck it was. But also, why are they virtue signaling with the flag? Blah blah blah. But we love Zelensky and we want to help him. No. You're almost there, sir. You're almost there.
That is great, Shelly. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Shelly, that's good.
And look, there's Shelly's Twitter. If you guys don't know where to find Shelly, there is her Twitter right there. And there's Steve's. Steve's mug. That's crazy though. Like, oh my god.
Oh, no one was listening to me.
Little said that we have the hottest marmots online.
Oh. Racy.
Woohoo!
Racy little weasels.
Yeah, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. They got the virtue signal flag going that combines like anyone even knows where Ukraine is.
I know. Do you have to buy those online, or is that like a thing they have them at the gas station?
Does China make them? Where are they made?
Yeah,
I'm waiting for the face mask version of that flag,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, we need that.
Right? Like, if I wasn't so against it, I would totally make some just to sell, to the idiots.
Yes. All the money goes directly to Ukraine for our democracy.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't go directly to Ukraine. It goes to a starving family in the United States.
Yes.
But that's not what the president said.
Vladimir.
Oy.
Saint Valensky. Oh, Elensky, because you're not allowed to use that last letter of the alphabet. You know.
What is with that? Like,
How is that? How does that work exactly? How do you have one but you can't use it?
It's just all part of the propaganda. And look, I've got an election here tomorrow, and I've been afraid to go out and paint big white Zs around the place. But after the election, I'm gonna. And yeah, but I am going to wear my Free Assange shirt to the election. And my birthday is on Sunday, on the day after the election, and I'm hoping to get a present of a new government. That would be lovely. It won't be much better than the last, but it'd be a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, I hope you have an awesome birthday anyway. No matter what government you end up with.
So I was pulling this up. This is the guy.
Who's the guy?
That's the guy I was talking about, who was almost on the right track, but not. Because he opens with "we should support him," and then he
You gotta
goes
watch
into
out,
this
General Meow.
fiery speech.
They do. They get in the chat.
I've also never heard of him before. I don't know everybody in Congress. I don't know if any of you guys do, but I learn about new people every day, and I'm like, oh, this person's in Congress? Good to know.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is.
No, you can pay attention to that for a couple of fucking election cycles and still have no idea how many you're missing when it comes to how many Congress people and.
Yeah, I saw this clip. Is it a rule in American Congress that you've got to warn them that you're going to tell the truth so that they can clear the chamber?
Yeah, I think so.
Seems that way.
Is it?
I was wondering why it was so fucking like empty and shit.
Right? Like Bob's gonna go off. All right, everybody, let's go take 5.
I know. Wow. Yeah. Where do I? I don't know how to
watch
do this.
again.
Oh.
Okay.
And Americans want to stand alongside Zelensky and push back on Putin, but they want us to do our job responsibly. And when I hear the majority leader of the other party say, quote, a time of war, when I sat with the majority leader in a rules committee meeting upstairs, and he said, we're at war, and I'm wondering when we voted to go to war. If we're going to have a proxy war, and we're going to give $40 billion to Ukraine because we want to look all fancy with our blue and yellow ribbons, feel good about ourselves, maybe we should actually have a debate in this chamber, a debate in this body, because the American people expect us to do that. When the border of this country is wide open and cartels have control of it and fentanyl is pouring in and we have $30.5 trillion of debt and gas prices are spiking and $1,100 to fill a tank of diesel, and we go, oh, blank check, $40 billion. And by the way, I'm looking at my colleagues on this side of the aisle on that same point.
Yeah. I said, no, we don't, LOL.
That's crazy.
Come on, Chip.
You could probably see me, but you probably can't because it's probably hidden.
Nice try.
Yes.
Not quite the.
I didn't get any retweets or likes, so it doesn't matter what I said.
I support Ukrainians, but I represent
Not a huge. He didn't have a huge audience. It seems.
Yeah, like it's very empty.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where are all the people?
It's almost like it was staged. I'm not saying it is.
It's almost as if.
I mean, like.
I don't know.
Oh, he's the Republican from Texas. I didn't see that before.
The Republicans care about us at least every
Chip Roy
4 or so years.
Roy.
Sometimes.
Come on, Chip Roy.
He's like, I got a chip on my shoulder about Ukraine.
It's a really.
Now, I still love Ukraine. Don't get me wrong. They're
Don't get me
amazing.
wrong.
They
Texans
deserve our
love
support.
war.
But y'all are going too crazy. And we got to
It's just too much. It's just too much this time.
We need.
I wonder. I would love to see these guys practice in front of the mirror because I feel like they probably stand there and they practice in front.
What is he pointing at?
Yeah, Chip might. He might try to back up his game. I mean, look how earnest he looks. He definitely.
But hey, Ow.
pulling on his clothing.
462,700 views.
Body language suggests that he is telling the truth.
He got some recognition, name recognition. It worked.
That's what you do, right? Is he running for re-election?
You're kind of
some
low.
of those guys that actually won their nominations and stuff. These weirdos.
Let's see how long he's been in Congress. I'm gonna check. Congress check.
Deep dive with Chip Roy.
This is his press office. Office.
Press orifice. Jen Psaki. Oops.
Chip Roy, where the fuck are you? Okay.
That sounded
Born 1972. 49. Then assumed office in 2019. So he is a newbie. So we shouldn't know who the fuck he is. Good. Perfect.
Okay. He's a Texas guy, right? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Yep. Tejas.
He's representing Texas.
Well, he was from Maryland, though.
Yeah, look at that. There's nobody there.
Raised in Virginia. Weird.
Look at the shot.
I know.
Oh, wait a minute.
I was like, what?
I'm like, come on, no. Like
That's
every
to make it
angle.
more special what he's saying. He's not saying it for the room. He's saying it to us, to the public.
Yeah.
Most of these people are just there to warm a seat, and they can't even get that job right.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right? Like they just don't even show up. What do they do all day? Like what? I wonder what what these fucking virtue signaling fucking representatives actually do all day, because they're not there. They're not sitting there.
How do the people who work there for fucking 50 years? Like, what does their day entail? Do they actually have to go to the building anymore? You know what I mean? Like, they run for re-election, of course, but you know what I mean? Do they really have to like clock in at all? I don't know.
Watch at some point they're just gonna have like cameras there, and instead of the actual person, they'll just be able to zoom in and do it, and they'll be able to it'll be like, turn their camera to look at the other camera. Oh yeah, well,
it'll be every sci-fi movie that we've ever seen.
Oh my gosh,
the future.
Sorry,
people.
I got stoned. I was hiding Oz's face the whole time. I didn't even realize it.
God.
Oh my god. I'm like totally wonky tonight. Oh
yeah, the Republicans are a little salty. They didn't have the same hustle for the money. But all of these, what's the coincidence that's occurring in the Ukraine? Everybody's children have jobs with energy companies in Ukraine. That's like literally a thing.
Well,
like at least 5 or 6 different high-ranking fucking people like Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi and I forget the others, but there's like 5 or 6, and they all have like a son who works for an energy company in Ukraine. Ironically enough,
I know. Is that what we're supposed to do? Like, we're supposed to get
suspend your disbelief.
Just think it's not connected.
It's like watching.
Just ignore it.
It's like watching, a campy movie.
Go drink more fluoride water and go eat more sugar. Go do everything that's unhealthy for you. Go zoom into the TV and on your phone and just forget about it.
That's a great one.
It's okay.
Bella said fact checkers didn't happen until the truth started to come out about things.
Yeah.
Fucking word up.
Yeah, no, it's true. There's a sign that I think that I had on my Twitter. It's a picture of it. It says like the fact checkers didn't come out until the truth did, or something like that. Yeah,
that's the truth.
Yep. Yeah, you've got to keep everything in there with Assange.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do.
And the whole Assange thing. It's like I'm afraid like Oz, what is happening with the Australian government? Is anybody in Australia, like, he's an Australian citizen. Like, he's not even a citizen of this of my country, and he's that fact is like completely dismissed by people.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, but the thing is that the Australian government, they're just like Biden. They're just taxidermy products that just mouth what the USA tells them what to mouth. It's because they destroyed the first genuine one of our best prime ministers, Gough Whitlam. He introduced Medicare here back in the 70s, and they got rid of him. And it was between GCHQ and CIA. They cooked it all up against him, and they got the Governor General as representative of the Queen, who is actual monarch of Australia, to dissolve his whole organisation and install CIA puppets. It's been like that ever since. You talk to people on the street, and everyone's disgusted with the plight of Assange and that, but goes out of their heads because there's day-to-day things you can't be thinking about it all the time, and and it just never gets addressed, and everyone's given up.
That sucks.
Yeah, well, it's the same in all client countries like Canada, and and there's this whole thing about these are English colonies. But over my life, I've seen ownership of these colonies being handed around. All of the major companies, and that you'll find that there'll be a UK national at the head, and there's a US national, and then they'll bring in Israelis and stuff like this, and whoever they're doing favors for, they'll turn up on the board or in the major projects, just getting the money. You see.
Yeah.
And you see the ownership. You're just being traded around like I don't know what gets traded around.
Yeah, things that vices. People absolutely around the world have been impacted in the same exact way, and have their hands tied to stopping things like Assange from happening and continuing to happen, because the USA has just got everybody in a fucking headlock. And has owned corporate ownership of everything.
Yeah.
That public-private merger thing is like very real in every sense.
The people take the risk, and
that's fucking crazy.
And the capitalists get the profit. That's what the partnership is.
Yep.
You pay the price, you take the risk, we get the profit. That's
exactly
public-private partnership. But it's just. It's just smoke and mirrors that gets thrown at us all the time, and people, it's a little bit complicated. So after the first sentence, they just go to sleep and go, oh yeah, that's not important. But I tell you how it's all power on earth is the accumulation of single people contributing their power. It's your work. So, and the reason we can't go up against these is because they've got so many fools working for them. All these police and soldiers and spin doctors and people getting paid. Their salaries depend on them doing this, and they're happy to donate their power to these psychopaths. And the psychopaths have been so good at collecting these people, you can't stand against them. There's just too bloody many of them. Bloody fools. And I always ask people, look, don't work for anyone that you don't love. I mean, I used to say, well, don't work for your enemies, but most of us are ambivalent. We don't even know who we're working for are actually our enemies. And so I've evolved that to say, look, if you don't love someone, I mean, positively love them, don't work for them. Don't donate your power to them. But, it's just a voice in the wilderness saying those kind of things, but in hopes that it'll stick in enough minds that eventually there'll be an ethic turns up to say, no, I can't work for you because I don't love you.
Right.
Simple as that. And and then a lot of things will change, and the psychopaths will lose their power. What they describe us as zeros that they put behind their one. We become the power amplifier, and we're zeros. They don't care about us.
No.
I mean, this is why they don't care how many Ukraine people get killed, because they're just zeros, so they don't care.
Yeah, it's just numbers on a spreadsheet to them, like
Oh,
lives.
and particularly, and this is the other thing about Ukraine, is that the Galicians hate Russians. It's been ethnic cleansing from the start, and they're saying, "Oh,
Right.
who would bomb their own people?" As far as they're concerned, they're not their own people. These are the hated Rus, the orcs, the subhumans, and this is what Hitler and his guys used to go. He wanted all the Slavs to be enslaved and ultimately destroyed.
Again, generations of fucking trauma and fucking twisted psychopathic thinking manifesting later. Fucking like, what the fuck? It just keeps going. It just keeps going in a cycle. Like that idea that the Slavics are less people or something, that the people from the same country have to hate and bomb their own people. Like, man.
Yeah, but as far as they're concerned, they're not their own people.
Right. No, I understand. That's what I mean. That idea was a traumatic thing that Hitler fucking instilled in a lot of people at a time, and now it manifests later again. You know what I mean? And more.
But I mean, the Galicians were already lined up before Hitler turned up.
Sure.
So it's got a deeper historic root. I can't quite find what it is. But there's a deep trauma back in that area. There must have been a pogrom or one of these really nasty things that happened in the European wars, Napoleon or something like that. It's just not healed yet. And this is how long it takes to heal.
Yeah, those things compound those wounds that haven't healed, and that's like why we're in the mess we're in, I think.
But I mean, there is sort of like this thing, and you can see it in the, every sort of yobbo and, what do they call them, dolboyob or yobbos or bogans or skinheads or wide boys or whatever.
Yeah.
They get a thrill out of the excitement of violence and direct domination. And obviously it's a propensity that happens in humans at least, but it's not one that should be to the fore the way it is being seen at the moment. This idea that you have to dominate, you have to compete, and it's a lot to wrestle with and say, well, what do you do about it? And I just keep coming back to find a space for your community. I mean, it might not be that easy. And when you do, don't draw any attention to yourself, because they'll come and they'll plunder it.
Mm-hmm.
So, to do it very quietly. I have seen it in some church congregations where they've gone, oh, okay, we've got something good here, and they thrive.
Yeah.
The only thing is that they've got the hierarchy of the church polluting their value systems. But some of them, they sort of say, yeah, but we'll just say yes and not, and just ignore it. I've a couple of congregations like that, and they really, really operate well.
That's cool.
Not particularly religious.
Right. That community thing, as long as that is the vehicle of how you're trying to achieve it, I think that, the other dogma could be ignored and fucking make the best of it.
I mean, you have the umbrella of religious convictions, say, I'm a conscientious objector because I'm a Seventh-day Adventist or something like that. And that's, we have to respect religious convictions.
Right.
So that's kind of a flimsy umbrella that you can hide under. Mm-hmm. But we need something a little bit more robust, I think. Localism. I think it's becoming a good umbrella. So, think local, act local, community. Who can argue against community?
Yeah, we want to.
I love our community. I love the fact that we have L, and I love the fact that we have Oz. That, you know what I mean, and there's just these surrounded with these cool people.
Oh yeah,
smart and talented and funny, and it's a joy, man. It's like it's a virtual community, to be sure, and it's only so many levels you can get to know people, but it's tangible.
Yeah, it's surprisingly good.
Little reminded me that we have Squirrels.
Yay.
We do.
I have new pictures of the squirrels.
Oh my goodness. You
Not
have to-
nude. Nude.
Nude.
I don't know
Oh.
if anyone heard nude, but if you
I did. I did.
They're all nude. So
Well, I mean, I
feel like
think
I'm
they
very
are
much
nude. Doo-doo-doo. That
advantage
guy
of
looks
them,
like he's nude. He's just
Arguable.
got some nice fur.
It's just furry.
Imagine if
Well,
our
when you think
hair
about it, they're all
grew
nude.
like that, like their
all these
fur.
animals are nude, and we're taking nude pictures of them. It's very awkward.
Oh
When you think about it, like legit.
You're not showing up,
I didn't think about it until now.
Steve. No, you're not showing up. You're not showing up.
Okay.
Oh, it stinks.
It does. Smells like cookie. Kind of an ass.
Not the red nose thing. That got co-opted too.
It did. Something happened.
Ooh, it got What do you think, Oz?
Well, I had to feed the birds. They come to the door and oh my god,
Is that your impression of Zelensky?
what's happened to your pop filter?
It's a real nose.
We were doing some lines with Vlad. Sorry.
Alrighty.
I bet they do lines together. I bet they run their lines together is what I mean. I bet they
Sure.
run their lines together. All of them. I
They run
say
them
it.
all
I say it's a
together.
conspiracy.
They're
I say
acting
that
lines and they're
the
coke
Bulldog-
lines.
One and the same.
hang
Analogy.
out together. They read the script together. They're
Yes.
friends. I said
Absolutely.
it.
There.
How do you-
All of the wars have friends on both sides too, making money.
That's
Yeah.
right. It's spelled
Yeah, but-
FRENZ. Right.
Do you guys have Red Nose Day in United States?
We
Wait.
don't.
Yeah, no, they do.
They do?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never participated.
That's one of the good things I like about mass team action. So long as the money's actually going to the cause,
I
Right.
don't think it is, but
maybe it
I'm
is.
very pessimistic.
Yeah.
That's not something that we newly bought or anything. Like I didn't go to Walgreens and buy a red nose. That's something that I found because I used to be a nanny for some little kids, and I went through some of the toys that I had stashed away. And so I found the red nose in that, along with some really cool. Oh, I have a whole stash of like vintage like toys. Like, there's a couple of McDonald's toys in there. There's like an Oscar the Grouch, it's an old thing. A couple of My Little Ponies that are old. Some, stuff like that. An old Tupperware dog. Do you remember the plastic dog things that Tupperware had? Like
Tupperware dog.
Yeah, where it had like, and there was like a giraffe one.
Leo, you
another
hear
one.
this shit? Tupperware dogs.
Yes, it's Tupperware, but it's missing his little tail. But yeah, I found it in the stuff that I had for the kids that I used to nanny. I did not go buy a little red nose. It was like torn too, and I put like glue in there to try to like keep it from like, because it's like foam, and I'm like, woo! I think that shit got me high.
You just, yeah.
Ooh, my God. Jilly has joined us.
Jelly love.
I had My Little Ponies when I was a child. I had one that smelled like cherries. It was called Cherry, of course. And I also was regaling a story with my childhood with my mother because she was not there for it because divorce and all. But I used to bathe as a child, but I hated it. And I didn't know that I was ready for a shower because back then I was like, I don't want to get in this tub full of dirt and everything. But like, I had to do it. They made me do it. I'm not old enough for a shower. I have to get in the tub. So I would bring in a dog. The only way that I would take a bath was if I brought in this fake dog thing. It's like a toy dog. That's what they call it. Had like floppy ears and like an exoskeleton. Is like very like fake and plastic and shit. And I would play with it in the tub and I like wrote on it, drew on it or whatever. It looked ridiculous. And then at one point I had my ceramic cat that I like painted in like a ceramic painting kind of event that we went to as a family. I had that in the tub, and I had another thing in the tub, and it was just like all of us friends just in the tub. I'm like 5 or whatever, 6, whatever the fuck, and just having a bath. And that was one of my early memories.
That's fantastic.
Of hating
very
baths.
specific too. Nice.
It is, and just
That's
for
the only way. It was like my ducky, you know.
Yeah.
oh my
a
god, but
doggy.
yeah, there's rubber duckies I found in the stash of kids' toys too. Yeah,
There's always little motivational tools available when you're
And
when you're a
Play
child.
like
you know?
little shows and stuff with it.
Yeah.
the chat has concurred that a hairless squirrel would be terrifying.
Yes.
Hairless
Yes.
squirrel.
Yes, we like our squirrels
has
hairy
hair.
and furry.
And Meow, I took that picture if you were wondering.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's why that picture is the L one, because that is L's picture, and I sent it to Steve and I said, "Can you make something like this, like something distracting?"
Also, he or she is saying namaste. So
Namaste. Yes, it's a namaste squirrel. Yes.
I
we'll
had
put-
a meme generator meme called with a squirrel doing a pose, very yoga kind of pose, and saying namaste. I wish I could find it. I bet I could find it. Memegenerator.com is the name of the website it's on. So I'll see if I can find it. I don't know how the fuck I would find that. I don't have an account or anything. That'd be so hard to find. Squirrel namaste? Would it be that easy? I doubt.
I don't know, Steve. I don't know what you're.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I plugged it in.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If you guys are not subscribed to Steve Cutler Live, you should.
Mhm.
I always forget to remind everybody to go over and wait, is this one of the things? This is, yes. So if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. If you think that, you might like to come back and check it out, like when we have our shit together a little bit more. We usually do. Well,
I thought my shit was together.
I meant like a show together for whatever, but okay.
A show with a little more focus.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
I guess so.
This cat won't stop jumping up on me.
Yeah.
Why?
Let's see. Human love, solidarity. So denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. The 5 stages of grief. Has been expanded to 7: shock, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, testing, and acceptance. Oh,
I think
I didn't hear.
That's on a sliding scale.
Look at this.
What?
We got somebody else in here.
All right.
Cirrus.
Nice.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh, I predicted that. No joke.
Are you totally serious right now?
We are serious right now. Can you hear us?
Yep, I sure can.
I knew you would join.
Yay!
Elle had a premonition. Squirrel
Evil
told her.
monkey makes an appearance.
Yeah, I did have a premonition.
How are
It was
you?
when Oz came in, I was like, are you serious? You're going to say that if Sirius comes in.
I'm hanging in there.
Good to see you, Sirius.
I know. I love seeing the
Hi.
faces to go with like to see everybody. That's great. Sorry, you weren't waiting long, were you? I'm totally distracted tonight.
Nope.
Now I can see.
Oh, good.
I was having problems fixing my mic and my camera to get it all to work.
Well, you got it.
Nothing can be simple.
No.
No shit.
No.
Except for the nut behind the wheel.
Uh-huh. Yeah. The Callin
Hello,
the
Mr.
call the
Oz.
Callin app showed us.
My first time on the net. Can you
Oh my
believe it?
gosh! Yeah, we're popped ya Sherry.
Dude, that's like 3, man.
I know that's like 3 in a row. I
3
think.
in a row. Wrapping
Right?
them
We
up.
had Lady Alex.
Yeah.
And Cirrus, and who was just
Shelly.
and Shelly. Yes.
Come on.
Oh my gosh, that's so great.
Yeah,
Oz, you
the
must have
thing-
been on the internet before the Lucky Burrito show.
Yeah, Oz's old hat. Come on.
Yeah, I think so, but I can't remember it.
Yeah.
So
No.
we're just gonna say you're part of it. Like,
Is it not? Is yeah.
No, I've done Skype and Zoom, but being on YouTube like this, it's first time on Lucky Burrito. Maritime.
That's fantastic. I think you might have a problem with virgins, babe.
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't know.
You okay? Okay. Skyla got her computer up and going, guys. The one that she built herself. So,
Oh, cool.
like, yeah, it's like super fancy, and she did the whole thing
Super
and
fantastic.
special. I don't know, fucking cooler. What was it? That thing, the cooler thing
It's
for the
water
CPU
cooler.
and stuff.
Got a water cooler.
Yeah. What do you mean? No, you're not stealing the router. No. What?
Take it upstairs at some point for a moment. Like,
Oh.
connect it to the interwebs.
All right.
Oh my god, you think I'm just gonna have to take it forever?
Proof of trousers.
It's just a Bluetooth or a Wi-Fi thingy. Ethernet cable.
Because it's a brand new one. It doesn't have driver
So,
It's had drivers haven't updated since 2017 and 2019. It's an old fucking system. It thinks it's 2 in the morning right now, and I can't do anything about it.
all right.
2019.
Oh,
You can
L
change the
bopped out.
clock.
No, I can't without internet.
All right. You need the internet to
Yeah.
change the clock.
They said congrats to you.
That's trippy.
And they're saying that's pretty nifty.
Trying to start a computer out of parts that haven't been updated since 2019. The computer thinks it's 2019 unless you plug it into the internet.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. So the computer thinks it's 2019?
It does.
2017. The computer thinks it's 2017.
That's because it's never been online, so it doesn't know. It's just like that's when those parts were manufactured. But yeah.
Oh, everyone, can you show us the kitty, Cirrus?
Get on.
I do have a YouTube clip.
Nice. There you go.
Let me ring it up. I'll put the link in.
Yeah, that'll be
Queen
awesome.
of- Queen
Baba,
of-
it's Skyla, Skyla. Oh, El's good night, El.
Elle's gonna take off.
Yeah, she bumped out.
Night, El.
Oh, Lil said something to you, Steve.
I can't see the chat because I'm not on the YouTube.
You can't see the screen?
I can see the screen. What does it say? I see Baba Yaga Prepper. Or was it El
There
saying?
it is.
Somebody else.
There it is.
Oh, I got.
Oh, okay. What the hell?
Oh my god. Little said Steve Cutler live. Lucky says popped cherry shoes. Wait until you guys are standing in line at the store out of nowhere.
You're welcome.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh, I need can you put that in the private chat for me? The link for the kitty?
How about the StreamYard?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the StreamYard one. Yeah, the StreamYard private chat. Because I can't get it. Awesome. Now I can grab it. Wait, let me. Do. Oh, I think it's playing on me. There she is. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty.
That's my baby.
Oh my gosh, so pretty. Computer is like super slow right now.
Now you know why I named her Snow Leopard.
Yeah. The markings are just gorgeous. Oh, Everett.
Got a racing stripe down the back.
Yeah.
Get loaded. Who get loaded?
See, Everett's mark's like really pretty too, but he's got the stripes, but she's got that beautiful spots. She's like, I'm in charge.
You betcha. She knows that. Notice how she's got the tail curved all the way over her back.
Oh yeah.
Love you, Dada. Looks more like a cane than a tail.
Yeah. She's so pretty. Yeah, Bella said dogs have owners, cats have staff.
You betcha.
She's so pretty. Look at that face. Oh my god.
She love me to death on her terms.
She's got a sweet face too. Now, she's a particular kind of like a breed, right?
Yes, ma'am. She's an Egyptian Mal. Fastest house cat on earth.
Oh my god.
You know how a leopard can run, or a cheetah can run 70 miles an hour?
Yeah.
She can run 30 miles an hour.
Oh shit.
She's a fast little shit.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
Oh.
That's why I don't let her outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's fucking booked.
Everett goes outside only with a harness on.
I'll let
He
her
goes out,
outside.
he sits out on his leash, and I take him outside. Like, if it's a nice day, he will freak out until I take him outside. And I put his little harness on, and I hook his harness and the collar together. So it's like around his neck and around like his whole body, because he will slip out of anything. And I'll take him outside, and he'll go walk with us outside like that. And Leo goes out on his thing, and the cat goes out on his thing.
Yeah, they're weird. They like to eat grass, and Everett likes to belly crawl across the friggin' lawn.
He's so funny. It's too funny, but I wouldn't let him out there either, because
he could be gone in a second. He sees a bird, it's on. He'll be gone. He's just like, phew.
I only let her outside if it's raining. She don't like to get wet, so she stays on the porch.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's good. Yeah, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it if it's wet out. He doesn't really bother me as much to go outside. If it's like, wet out and stuff, then he's like, yeah, whatever. But otherwise, if it's nice out, oh no, he knows, and he wants to go out there.
Yeah, mine will sit in the window if I open it a little bit. Let her watch the boogers.
Does she make the noises at the birds? Like
kind of a chitter.
Everett makes these weird, like, chirpy noises. Like, he's like,
that's what she does.
What are they doing? Why do they do that?
They're squirrels.
Yeah, they do. They sound like the squirrels talking to each other.
Like the squirrels. That's true.
I got to go and get something to eat now. I'm starving. So thanks for inviting me on. And much
Absolutely. Thank you for coming on. It's been a while since we've had just like a catch-up one.
It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, man. Good to see you, Oz.
Okay, much love, Steve, Lucky, Cirrus, everybody. Love you guys.
I love you. Oh my goodness. Gamer, do you see who's here with us?
Check your Twitter.
Yeah, and check your Twitter, Gamer. Oh my gosh.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
You missed the party, Gamer.
I know.
Oh, it was a call-in free-for-all.
We tried. The call-in is really like a weird.
It's a fucking. It's tricky. I'll give them that. They don't make it easy. They don't make it like, oh well, this is gonna be easy. Here, just make an event, and you make your profile, and then make an event, and you're all good to go. And then
Yeah,
it's not that.
It's weird.
There's more steps than that. And then
it's easy. Don't let
trying to figure out the echo. Unless you're talking on your phone, right, directly on the app itself, directly to the people that are in the thing. I don't understand how you can do it without echoing. Like I couldn't figure out which thing to select without echoing. It's fucking maddening. And I'm like, is it me? Do I have like things going out that I didn't realize I have out because I switched them on Ableton or something? I don't know. I'm like, it was a trying time, but we persevered. We got to see Sirius's cat, and
yeah.
Shout out to snow leopards and kitty cats that run real fast.
Yeah, I can't believe you can go 30 miles an hour. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, like, how fast does a human run?
Like, that fucking fast. I think humans run like 9.
Yeah,
9.
Cheetahs are how much bigger than a house cat?
Right? We are not as efficiently muscular. It's like our displacement and our weight displacement and musculature and all of that is just like way inferior to a cat, man. Cats are just little fucking muscle machines. They're just tough little dudes.
Julie, the call-in thing was weird. It didn't really work right. We got it to work, but it's not really like.
But we couldn't figure out how to do it with the StreamYard because it kept echoing. Like you had 2 instances of something.
It's like we can only have like us on the screen and do it that way. We can't have anybody else on the stream with us, I think, is what it is.
It might be.
StreamYard works
simple as that.
great.
What's that?
StreamYard works great.
Yeah, StreamYard is pretty solid. It seems pretty solid. The only complaint I have about StreamYard is the overall audio quality is like a lot lower and a lot more like flangey sounding. Like it's got like a flange to it. It's like it's not as clean.
Flange.
Yeah, it does. It's like when I'm playing the guitar and listening to playback, I can hear it. It's just kind of like a little bit fluttery sounding. It's not right. It's not 100%. It's like processed down to an MP3 or whatever, or smaller, and that's what it sounds like to me. It's certainly not the quality of like an MP3, at 320 or something. It's they like combine your quality of audio and video. Like they're giving you more video than they are audio, quality wise. At least that's what I think. I could be completely fucking wrong because I don't write these kind of things. But I got ears.
The only thing
I got
funky
yours.
to me is the lag between StreamYard and YouTube.
Yeah. But
It's like a 20-second delay, I think.
But that's the thing is like we're sending out our stream to 3 different places at the same time, but using the StreamYard to do that. So they're like compressing our stream and doing weird shit with the sound a little bit. You know what I mean? So that there's enough bandwidth to make it, and it's contingent on how decent our internet is. If our internet has a broad enough signal to work at like a certain level, it'll stay there, and it sounds pretty good and it looks pretty good. And it, to do it to 3 different places, that's all right without having a fucking whole bunch of fucking OBS shit going and a powerful fucking video card. That's how people in studios and stuff do it. They have designated computers to it. We're using a freaking laptop and StreamYard. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's working pretty nicely.
StreamYard works really cool. Like so like I've been able to get the function of that I've been able to get down the StreamYard, like where I can at least pay attention to the YouTube chat, because that's the only chat that I can see. That's the only thing that I wish is that the Odyssey and the Rumble chats would come through on the same way as the YouTube one does.
Yeah.
I think we should write to Odyssey and ask them about that, because if their chats would come up on screen, then it would be really awesome. Yeah, that's like my only complaint about using the StreamYard is that not all the chats can be displayed.
Yeah, so you have to monitor it with other devices, or at least another device.
It makes it where you need to have more than one screen.
Yeah.
So Jilly, we are trying to work and help Oz get the call-in thing together. We worked with Oz yesterday and again today. We got ours working, but we can't have more than one person. We can't have anybody else on the stream with us to do the call-in. Like I can't do both.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, play Little's link. I need it. I need the link in the. I need it the other way. No, we don't have any specific topics for tonight. It was just kind of like whatever we want to talk about, like random. Kind of
Trying to give the Callin app a shot.
Oh no, did my phone die? Oh no.
But it didn't really work out.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get the link this way. And then how can I get the link?
Is it in the YouTube? Good morning, Amy.
Yes. What do you mean? My YouTube's not on the screen. It's yours.
On your phone.
I should be able to search it, I think, on here. I'm gonna see if I can find it by searching for it. Am I gonna get dinged for this?
What are you playing?
I don't know. I don't think Little's gonna do anything to hurt me. Of course not. Yeah. How to hat your cat. Okay, can I search on their thing? Yes. Cat loves to mess with Steve. It's funny. Okay, no, I think we should be okay. I'm going to show you. Are you ready, Cirrus? We have a video we got to watch.
Let her rip.
It should be.
Словки. Sucking not get cold outside. Step number 1. Measure the cat. Keep in mind, kids can take a few tries. Yes, Boris! Once the cat has smelled all your video equipment and agreed with your Slavic ways, then you're ready to start hating the cat. So, we begin. You will get one cat. Come on. Артем. Алло. Come on. Hate your cat. Вот, блин. So when you have the cat and you can... Come on. Артем, please, Jesus for whole world to see. Everybody's watching. Good cat. First you play with the cat, and then you measure the head. What do you got to do it is? For you see ушанки, it's quite easy to make. If you cut materials you want to use, and that is all. I like to use contrasting materials inside the dark. There's only a few components that are going to make this head. Who this is? Артем, this is a friend. Блять, I didn't know you have friends, alright? Can you get to my home? What's your name, cat? Strange. But keep in mind, when you're making your shanka, and I know you're not, keep in mind to use dark material inside. Otherwise you get dirty, you have to wash, this dead. Oh yes, not forget, you need some rope. I just used from old hoodie. You cut it up, you sew into place, boom! You get one warm head. It's all you need. Вот, good idea. If Артем busy, then friend help back. 14 centimeters. Now this is that size of head. Come on. With this size of piece going across, I will be uploading the patterns we just did a lot, so you can print that and make your own. Check the description of video. Making a head is not actually that hard. Anybody can make a head if you know how to use needle and thread. Some scissors still is also very helpful. And this is not actually the cat ушанка. No, this is my ушанка. I made this last night. The cat ушанка is actually much smaller. Let's print it that. Well, here is the details you will need. One of the ears piece, two of the front piece, side also two, and one top. Like this width, keep in mind, this width is the size of your head. Or size of cat head, you understand. So if your cat has bigger head than this, then just print bigger one. Easy. I guessed cat. I need this fabric, sorry. So once you have collected all the fabric, and of course I bought more than I need, I bought enough so I can make hats for whole village because Boris is expert ушанка maker in town. Man, ушанkas will be back in store very soon. Ай, блядь, we clearly work on Artyom already like the fabric. Always approve material with your cat before you make. As you can see, Artyom very happy. What are you eating? Stop eating the fabric. What a strange cat. Stop eating your head, cat. You won't get cold, etc. What? Actually, I do not suggest fabric this long. A smaller fur would actually look better on small head. But this is all I have. So once you have cut this line, you should have 20 front piece, one across the head, 2 of these sides, and 1 ear. It's a good cat. Yes, we're going out tonight. And evacuate the fabric, cat. So as you see before, you need 2 kind of fabric. One is for inside, like this. This protects head from dirt, but also is a good layer of warmth for your head. But this one we need exactly the same amount. You should have exactly the same shapes as you have of the fur, because this will be sewn inside. It will be beautiful. You see, now this is what I had in mind. This is not ideal length, because in small head it looks funny. So if you have shorter fur if you want, you can use. Now you whip out бабушка sewing kit, shut out all my Danish fans. You would like to see these cookies were great, but this box is probably from the 80s. Step number 7. You sew these 2 pieces together, the one that's at front. If you're doing it by hand and you're not very good at sewing, then I suggest you fix these 2 pieces together with pen. Boom, easy. We need to straight it open so you can flip this inside out. This will be going in front to give the cat head authentic ушанка look. Next up you need to attach the top and the sides, just like that. Easy. It will suggest a lot of pins to hold in place. Once that is done, you should have this kind of ball with hair inside. Now, it not look like ушанка just yet, but we can still try on cat head. Good. Now the best part and most important part of any ушанка head is the bottom or the ears part. Now you need to align this up. You see, like this. The ends should go where the top part is. And of course, a lot of pins to hold in place. Once that is done, you need to make the lining. Just copy the thing you just did with this fabric as well. Keeping up this far, good. Because here comes best fun part, attaching the lining into the head, just like that. But because we want the sewing line to be invisible, and we have to do it inside that. Hey, Artyom, come help make this head. I cannot move. Hey, Vadim is stealing brains again. Ah, smart cat, get always sharp for Vadim. Always protect motherland, good kitty. So remember, you must do this step inside that. I suggest you start sewing from here, so you fix this together. Let's begin. So when you're sewing the back, just remember to leave this kind of space because you're going to flip inside that. But if your head actually look like Ushanka, you can sew this piece together fine. It is ideal place for hiding gold or secret treasure or something. And boom, look at that. Here, Joe, we're going out. Yes, right after I saw this front piece in place and small haircut.
He really makes me want to make a little hat.
Tiny cat hats.
I do. I want to make one for like Leo.
It is a good looking hat. See, our comment, our
Artyom, it is cold outside. You must wear the hat. It's so warm. Well, after a small test with the hat and a bit of time getting used to his new reflection, Artyom had a nice, warm time in the snow outside. And design, no doubt, the enemy of all the cat owners in town. So now you know how to make Ushanka for cat, or you can scale it up so it fits on your head as well. But if you not want to make yourself, I should have some for sale in the store very soon. But for now, thank you for watching. It's the Chick Bricky. I will see you next time.
man. God damn.
Oh my
guys.
god, that was funny.
That was
So
the
that's
fucking-
life of Boris.
Fucking Boris be fucking up those hats, yo. He was knocking it out of the park. That was a high quality Elmer Fudd gone hunting sort of Soviet era.
Yeah, I think Cyrus is right. The cats prefer going naked.
They do. But I mean,
that hat was adorable though.
that was a quality garment that he had manufactured. He should work on windscreens like Lucky makes the windscreens on our mics, you know, like you could do windscreens like that. Same thing. They could have little ear flaps. Could be little guys. Yeah.
The googly eyes were not there.
Wow, come on. Get your googly eyes together, lady. The hell? This is a friggin' quality programming here with the Ukrainian hat making man. And
was he Ukrainian? Is
I don't
that
know.
what he was?
He had a good he had a good what you call it? Accent. He could have been, you know, from Philly or something. I don't know. He just did a really good accent.
Well, his name is Boris.
Yeah, I met a guy named Boris.
Speaking of drinks, General Meow, I think it's time to throw a beer in the freezer.
Oh. Beer in the freezer.
There you go.
But he needed needed a stiff drink after wearing that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cats do prefer going naked, though. That's true, and that was just wacky. I was like, "How long is this video?" She's like, "Yeah, we're halfway done." I'm like, "Holy fuck!" That's the longest video in Russian guy making hats video I ever saw. Russian guy making cat hats.
That's more like a documentary.
Yeah, he was kind of like a Slavic cat hat making guide, like a Sherpa.
Cadillac Centaur sent us one.
What are you doing over here? Well, he's from Europe, so it's probably funny. I'm gonna bet. It's that moment when the American flag fell on accident. Oh, crash, burn. You know, I don't know. I said earlier about the USA t-shirt. That's you could also put that on one of those hats and sell those to the same guy in North Dakota. Just saying. I mean his cat, of course. And probably him too. You know? No, nothing.
Good stuff. Pina colada cotton candy.
Yeah. You know, cotton candy is good, and you can make it inside a cardboard box. I always found fascinating. You know, they always had like a cardboard box. I remember different places, like people would have birthday parties and they do the spun sugar thing. I'm like, oh, that's how you do that? A marathon runner deliberately knocks down how hygienic is a cardboard box.
We have a new video to watch.
Pina coladics. Sure, it's got pina coladics.
What?
I don't know. It's a drink. Coconuts. I like coconuts.
I look like a space cadet on cam when I'm looking at the TV.
Here we go. Here's is it showing up on the thing? This is Calyx Centaur's clip.
Okay. I don't see it yet, but I'm sure that it will eventually appear.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you
Because
have a
I'm watching
slight delay.
I'm watching seconds, nearly a minute after you.
All right.
There it is. Boom.
A marathon runner deliberately knocks down all the water bottles, preventing the runners behind him to get their hands on one.
He said it was at 8:57 time mark.
In order to prepare this athlete before the match, this judo coach did this in front of a live TV
Yeah,
camera.
I'm getting there.
Okay. Just checking it out.
Ugh.
Kiribati.
Oops. I'm not there yet.
Nope.
The U.S. flag
Gotta
falls
keep
off
it.
during a ceremony, generating.
Oh, whoops. Yep. No, I should have just left it where it was.
The
Okay.
U.S. flag falls off during a ceremony, generating gasps from the crowd. These athletes had a hard time trying not to laugh when the interviewer
That was
said this.
fantastic.
Your third leg was just phenomenal.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Also, don't forget.
Oh my gosh, that was great. That's just like that. What we need that. We need the flag to go down.
That's just funny. Excellent editing.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
All right. Editing is fun. I like it.
That is. Oh man, I'm just like off tonight. Like my brain is just completely off. I don't know what's happening. I don't think I slept very well.
Inappropriate moments shown on live TV. Wow. At the end, it showed another clip for inappropriate moments on live TV.
Well, this has been fun.
This has been fun, absolutely.
Very cathartic. And shout out to Boris, cat hat guy. Shout out to all you people in the chat room.
Yeah,
The various
yeah.
chat rooms. Calyx Centaur and Baba Yaga and Little and thank you Cirrus 1976. Lovely.
You have to excuse the hair. It looks like a wild man.
I like it.
We prefer our guests to be as wild as possible.
I'm a
Whenever
wild and crazy guy.
Bella the Greasy.
I love it.
I think we should bounce before we get the happy feet. You know, I don't know. This is a call back to the Steve Martin.
Yeah. I think we're gonna wrap up for the evening.
Yeah, thank you
I'm
all
like,
for joining us.
Yeah, sorry we didn't get to do the call-in like we expected to, but
We're gonna figure something out.
yeah, maybe we'll set it up like the phone number thing, like like I think there's a Google thing. Not that I really want to use Google.
Not really, but there are ways around it. We can do it.
Yeah, we'll figure out something to do where we can have you guys call in and do the show. Or you guys can always just come on and keep an avatar on.
That's right. You could StreamYard with us. That's always an option.
Yeah. You don't have to use you don't have to be on camera like Elle doesn't. And like
I'd keep this one going too.
Yeah, it's weird. The because that's how I'm watching the show too. I'm watching the show on YouTube or on Rumble at the same time. And so she'll like start something and I'll be like, I don't know. I can't see it yet. That 36 seconds in between or something.
I don't.
All right.
Riley Marsh wants to know if you chase kids off your yard, Saris.
I hope so.
I live in an apartment that ain't my yard.
Off your yard, Saris.
Oh my gosh, I hear myself echoing.
Off your yard, Saris. Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Saris. You have to come back on and we'll do some more. Just more streams and stuff.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Saris. You have to come back on.
It was fun.
We'll do some more.
Yeah. You have audio on. It's looping.
That was
fun. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right, everybody, make sure you look out for us on Sunday. We'll be doing our regular Sunday show, and I'm sure that Steve will be doing something between now and then.
Yeah.
Till next time, everybody. Peace out, Girl Scout.
Hi, y'all. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
Hydro field cuts through my neighborhood. Somehow that always just made me feel good. And I can put a spare bulb in my hand, light up my yard. Late at night when the wires in the walls sing in tune with the din of the falls.